so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I am Michael fucking Rainey here with Cal Donjala.
Hello.
How are you, Furman?
Hey.
Jacob Furman, Mattera, baby. Wet and juicy Jeff Simmons.
Squirt.
It's good to be back in the lair, baby. We had a wonderful time in Texas. Man, as far as states go, it doesn't get any better than that.
It's a hard place to dislike except for being on the surface of the sun. Other than that, other than the temperature outside, they got it figured out there.
They really do. Nobody honks.
We got honked at the last night.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
And, man, I wish we had these fucking shirts on.
Could you imagine if we were wearing the shirts when someone honked at us? Jesus, that would have been amazing.
My shit's falling apart, so let me fix this real quick.
Fix it up. Yeah, we got honked at, getting dropped off in front of the creek, and we just so happened to not be wearing the shirt.
Yeah. The only time I wasn't wearing it.
I know. You wore that thing in the shower. I saw
Yeah.
you. The boy was getting the shirt wet.
It's comfy. Look at that.
It is comfy.
After experiencing Austin in the heat, I know me and you had this conversation before you left. I said the hot down there is fucking hot. It's like another world.
It is. I mean, I don't go out much in Philly when it's 90 degrees,
But I would
was
rather
outside more there, but it was still another level.
I would rather take the humidity here than the dry fucking heat that's down there.
It's not even dry. It was humid some days. And at night, the night I was out till like 8 a.m., at like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning, it was 90% humidity. Sun's been gone, and I'm drenched in sweat.
Jesus.
I had 50 beers that night, but you know.
Sun's Been Gone is my favorite Eric Clapton song. Terrible, man.
Must have been a B-side. I never got to hear that one.
That kid be on the sidewalk.
Oh, man.
What the fuck, man? What a terrible way to start, Jake.
Yeah, this is crazy.
My shit's falling apart.
Yeah.
Do we want to run it back?
Nah, we're going, baby.
We're in there.
We're already in.
Yeah.
Man, we made the mistake of starting the last Stinkers episode, which is on the road, without doing the coin toss.
Well, we did it before we left.
We did.
And you did come in with a Disney coin, which you
did.
always carry for some reason.
I do, man. It's
You're like,
my,
oh, I have this in my pocket. We're like, what the fuck?
it's my good luck coin, Jake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice,
It's a
man.
nice Disney coin.
Dude, it was like $1, I think.
Are you
Really?
serious? Dude.
Probably 10, but
A lot of shit at Disney is reasonably priced, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if it was under like $5.
the reason why I said, oh, our knees itch at the same time. That's got to be something. Money's coming. But no, the reason why I said $1 is because it came out of one of those just machines that they got in one of their little shops.
Yeah.
And you just crank it and it comes out.
Oh, yeah, I was cranking at Disney World once. Not allowed back.
Oh, my
to that bathroom.
God.
Gross. You know the Magic
No,
Kingdom?
it was when it was called Pleasure Island, guys. I think we were supposed to be doing it there.
My father took me to Pleasure Island.
At Disney?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, no, Jesus.
Teasing. Yeah, we saw a backdraft there.
No shit.
There used to be a movie theater right outside of Pleasure Island.
Wait, really?
That is
Yeah.
currently downtown Disney, right? It's the same plot
Yeah,
of land.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's no longer Pleasure Island. They had a really nice movie theater outside of there. And one of our last family vacations together, my dad took me to see Backdraft. And it meant a lot to him because he was a firefighter. And I just like spending time with my dad. We had a really nice time.
That's early 90s,
That's
probably.
awesome.
91 maybe?
Yeah, nice, dude. When did Pleasure Island become a thing? Like late 80s?
Pleasure Island became my thing. And then not long after 91.
And downtown Disney is still a place where you go as an adult and get drinks, right? They just changed the name from Pleasure Island to something more.
What, Disney Springs? Is that what it is now?
Is that what it
Downtown
is?
Disney.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
It was
It was downtown Disney. It's Disney Springs
It's on
now.
its third name.
Yeah, they've
Stick
made
with
it
something.
like a lot more like
Keeping it
bougie. Like there's like a lot of like
High-end stores.
shops and
Prada and
stores.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's bizarre.
It's like they're trying to make it like a rodeo drive.
I mean, people are going
cool.
down there with buttloads of money, but
Yeah. But it's
people
weird
are
to
also
have-
losing tuitions down there.
having a rodeo drive right next to like a dinosaur themed restaurant that families of fat tourists are just waiting outside to go in.
Yeah, I'm just staring at Prada bags while I order another Dino burger. Sir, you sure it's your third Dino burger? I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Yeah, I can afford it.
So your credit card's been denied.
Run it again.
John, I would like for you to flip that motherfucking coin, bro.
It's flip time. There we go. The Boeing works. The repairman was just in here. I gave him a ride this time, so
How is he doing?
he's lingering around. He's not doing great.
What's
His
going
wife's
on?
still dead.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Can't fix her.
Can't
That's
fix
what I've always
dead.
said.
Here we go. Today's my day. No, it's not. Curse the Lord. Send me to hell.
I feel like that was a terrible segue into what we're about to discuss. But
no.
have y'all been watching Netflix this past week?
It's been on. I've been looking at my phone, though.
Yeah.
About you, Furman.
Yeah, I saw the new Adam Sandler thing. That was cool.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he's great, man.
Yeah.
I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Sandman.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like there was a phase where people pretended they didn't like him.
He had a good 8 to 10 year period where people pretended to turn their back on him, but
I don't
Jack
like
and
that.
Jill. Yeah.
which I don't know if I've ever seen the entirety of. But I know if I watched it now, boy, I'd be happy to see it.
Well, he is the best. I didn't watch Adam Sandler this week, but I did watch something more fucked up, Jake.
Oh, no.
And that brings us to tonight's stinker. Familiar with a guy named Scott Peterson?
Yes.
Yes.
I've heard of this guy.
Unfortunately, I think most people are, man.
That's what's been on in the background that my lady is watching. So I've overheard some of this information, perhaps.
Has she been giving you the squint eye?
Yeah, but maybe not related to that.
Just rolling in at 5 a.m. What are we watching? Bleh.
Sorry, I'll clean that up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, my wife reads lady murder novels, and I just know to stay clear.
Yeah.
I'll go downstairs and read my lady murder novels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Scott Peterson is tonight's stinker, and Jake, I don't know what you know about him. Can you tell me what you do know?
What I do know is that he murdered his wife and that women are in love with him.
Insane to me.
That's it. That's the only thing I know.
John and I were just talking recently about Scott Peterson. We're like, I don't get it. Like with some guys, super handsome guy, you get it all the way through. But Scott Peterson, kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, I don't. He's not a classic sex symbol to me.
He's an everyman, I'd say, right?
He's a chud to me.
Certified chode.
Got a little tuna can.
Yeah. This little nasty ass. Did you hit him with a boink, Jeff?
He got
We got a certified chode on our hands. Little tuna can.
certified tuna can.
All right. But Jake, he was born in San Diego, California, October 24th, 1972.
Okay.
They're coming up on a birthday.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Next week.
Get out of
Yeah.
town.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh, we gonna party.
Next week.
We're going to give you your birthday munches.
Yep. What's that?
Pull your elastic shorts
Oh,
down.
God, no.
Yeah, and let us munch.
Manja.
How many munches we got to give you? 37?
37.
37
37.
munches
Whoa,
and
yeah.
a pinch to grow another inch. I don't know if I can munch another inch personally, but
All right, I'll give 19, you give 18. What do you think about that?
deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both legal.
All right, cool. But yeah, it seems like Scott Peterson was a pretty nice kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he got into any weird shit. Nothing that really set off anybody's alarm bells, which really surprised me because if you're going to kill your pregnant wife, there are probably warning signs.
Man, that sucks.
I know very little about this. I didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking A.
very close to giving birth, too.
Oh.
Incredibly fucked, man.
Yeah.
Incredibly fucked is going to be the title of Jake's book that he's going to write about us after we munch him on his birthday.
No, it's not.
Birthday munch. Birthday
No
munch.
birthday munch. No birthday munch.
Jake, hand me a paper towel so I can tuck it in my shirt
No.
like a napkin.
I think you're going to need the whole roll, brother.
The whole roll's another thing we're going to do to you. So
That's my second autobiography.
you're also going to need to take off your shirt and socks, too.
Yeah.
But seems like a good kid by all accounts, man. Very fucked up, man. A good student, a little golfer.
Okay.
Could you imagine being a little golfer?
Yeah.
I knew some little
like golfing.
golfers when I worked at the golf course. They were impressive, man.
Dwarf on golf play there?
Yeah, a couple of times, celebrity matches. We'd all do our Simon Birch legs with Dwarf.
Oh, you
Hard.
just took me back.
Hard to drive the cart with Simon Birch legs, but
That was heaven. The first time I saw you do Simon Perch, I'm in heaven right now.
just remembering.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's here for some reason. Jeff,
Oh,
can
gosh.
you Google see if anything went down today? Because Cosby's in heaven for some reason. But yeah, I'm in heaven. And thinking about you doing that impression of Simon Birch, man, and that just really it brought me to my knees seeing you on your knees.
That's what I like the reaction I'm looking for, you know? I think Jeff's going to be looking up Simon Birch to figure out what the fuck we're talking about.
He's actually watching it right now.
That's still cousin Skeeter from earlier, by the way. They are the same size, though.
And I don't think you should have paid for high def Simon Birch, Jeff. But Jake, he was a little golfer, and normal childhood. He went to a few different colleges. We can all relate, right?
I mean, for reasons of expulsion, I can relate. Sure, yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know why you went to several colleges. If you did go to several colleges, because I'm interested to hear people's takes on this.
Yeah.
I like college, Jake.
Yeah.
I went for 21 years at Delaware County Community College.
Who do you think loves college more, you or Asher Roth?
Is he passed away now?
Oh no!
Or is he just out of the limelight?
I don't think so.
No, he's still alive.
That's Aaron
Okay.
Carter.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
get it confused with.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, man. And I hated when they remodeled my school.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You think if you're there for decades, they wouldn't touch it, but, you know, those selfish pricks. When they think of a change, they run with
steal
it.
from the endowment like everyone else.
Yeah, these fuckers made it so goddamn nice. I hate it so much, man.
Did he go to any prominent schools that we know of?
He ended up at Cal Polytechnic State University, which is where he met his lovely wife, Lacey Rocha.
Okay.
Yeah, this was 1994 that he met her.
Okay.
Very beautiful woman, man. I've seen videos of her that her friends have shared. She seems like just a lovely person. Really lights up a room. Really brings joy to everybody's life.
Yeah.
And it's makes it even more incredibly fucked than it is, seeing what kind of a nice person she was. They met in 94. By 97, they were married. Wow. Moved in together.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jeff. Can you get Simon Birch off the screen? I'm trying to pay attention, but my eyes keep wanting to go to Simon Birch so
Can
bad.
you make that 10x? All right,
Is that
Simon
better?
Birch is off the screen.
Is that better? Is that a better goofy face to look at?
Cosby has entered the podcast. Okay, I'll do this. I'm sorry.
No, but
You're telling me fucked up shit, and I'm like smirking at you.
Jake, in 1997, they married. They moved in together. And you're going to like this, John. They opened up a burger joint together called The Shack. Wow. Isn't that every man's dream, opening up a burger joint with his wife?
A dream I never knew I had until right now.
Oh, my God, man.
Wow.
Could you imagine opening up a hot dog stand with your wife?
Jesus Christ,
I
Mike.
think
I'm
John-
about to take out a loan.
Cougar Mellencamp, I think, has a song about that.
Yeah, it would be called Sucking on Chili Dogs, and you have to one-throat the whole thing. Did get a little Impractical Jokers in there. Thank you, Joe Gatto.
Man, is that song co-written? Jack and Diane?
I'm not
Yeah, I
aware.
don't know.
Because I feel like John Cougar gets all the heat for sucking on chili dogs. But what if there was another guy responsible for writing that line?
Just the Bernie Kaplan or fucking
Yeah, Bernie something, right?
of Elton John's writing partner, just a guy who wrote none of the song
Yeah.
but insists that, buddy, trust me, Sucking on Chili Dogs is going to put this to number one.
John Mellencamp's just pulling his hair out. He's like, man, we just need 6 syllables to kick this song off, man. Does anybody have anything? Sucking on chili dogs. Does anybody want a bite of this before we finish it? That's it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, now I'm hungry for Dairy Queen hot dogs.
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
Fuck me, man.
Man.
God damn it. I always do this to
Valhalla.
myself, man. Val hot dog. That's what I might call it.
Ooh.
People would travel from near and far, wherever they are.
To have their last hot dog.
I know that their hearts will no longer go on after they stop at Val hot dog.
They
damn.
serve it to you like this.
That's disgusting,
All right,
Jake.
I'm sorry.
Please, man.
I apologize.
This was very nice. In the documentary that was on Netflix, they mentioned that the Petersons would have a Sopranos show night.
That's nice.
They would
That's
have friends
cool.
over to watch Sopranos. How cool is that?
Did you
Watch
used to have a
parties.
viewing party for Sopranos?
No, I would
Or go to one, rather?
I would get drunk by myself to everything, but I considered dressing up in a suit for Boardwalk Empire.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, drinking whiskey and dressing up in a suit.
It's fun
It
to
is.
participate in the thing you're watching.
yeah, and
I like that.
I felt the same way too when I started watching Mad Men.
Yeah.
That's a good suit drinking show.
I wore I did not need to wear a shirt and tie to work when I was working at a law firm. I could have gotten away with a fucking polo shirt. But watching Mad Men, I put a fucking tie on every day. I went into that place at 2 p.m. and everybody was like, why does he get to come? It's because I work till 8, all right? I'm leaving here to go to an open mic. It works out for my schedule way better this way. I'm sorry. I digress.
That's why you were always in a suit?
Shirt and tie, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was coming from work, but I wanted to be a fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe Mulaney was the main guy doing the shirt and tie back then,
Yeah.
but it was more common back then.
Yeah.
I think the uniform for comedy
Thought you were
was
a
becoming.
poser.
Eventually, I did get the plaid shirt. It became a plaid flannel, beard, glasses, and then the fat came. You know.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, Sopranos movie night makes me want to do a rewatch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to do one.
And before we move on, I just want to say, all right, shows I want to rewatch. I would say Sopranos, Mad Men, and 30 Rock, all start to finish again.
Yeah, I think I might do all three of those.
Yeah, actually, we were just about to start Sopranos together at home, and then I'm starting Arrested Development. I tried to find it yesterday, and then I forgot what I was doing.
That's a good one to just fly through.
Yeah, so many jokes.
Tough thing about Sopranos, though, is it makes you hungry.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of prosciutto next year, maybe a little gabagool.
You do.
Yeah.
And, of course, some mozzarella.
I like the way you talk. In 2002, John, Lacey becomes pregnant, and she's due in February of 2003.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Jake, in Christmas Eve 2002, Lacey Peterson goes missing.
And they've been running this restaurant together the entire time. That's been their business.
Actually, I should clarify this. So they sell the business.
Okay.
That's in San Luis Obispo.
Wow, nice
Okay.
place.
Yeah.
And it's not far from LA, right? It's up the coast.
Yeah.
Up the coast, south of San Francisco, north of LA, correct? And then they sell the business. Then they move to Modesto, which is
Nice.
near the Bay Area.
Yeah.
It's on 99. It's inland a ways, and I think it can be a rough area.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of those 99 towns can be a little rough. Modesto, Fresno, Stockton, Bakersfield. I
Yeah.
think they're all a little bit on the rougher side. I think there's a lot of gang activity in a lot of them. Yeah, yeah. Oh, gangbangers. They are in there.
Gotta be careful what bandanas you have there.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about serious stuff, Jake.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But Lacey goes missing on Christmas Eve, 2002. And neighbors first become alarmed because they see a dog walking with his leash on by himself. Now,
That's unsettling.
when I think of a dog walking with his leash on and not having an owner, I think of the gentleman that you mentioned in San Francisco. I think of a freaky-ass dog letting other dogs know what kind of shit he's into. If it's a personless leash and the leash is to the left, that means the dog will lick peanut butter off of you.
Oh
if
my
the
God.
leash is to the right, he wants it licked off of him.
Oh no.
And you don't get to choose where you're licking from.
If the leash is wrapped around his neck, he fucks cats, Jake.
Whoa.
If the leash
Inner
is tucked
species.
into the collar,
Yeah.
what do you think that means?
Reach around.
It's a swinger, baby.
Swinger dog. Tried and true swinger dog.
One of them swinger dogs.
It is. Dude, these dogs get so horny. Red rockets turn to purple rockets like that, man. Wow.
Oh my god.
Guess I'm not going to finish any of my penis-shaped food later.
You ever see a dog so horny that you want to help him out?
By doing what?
What do you think?
Oh, no.
Finding him a mate.
Okay. Thank God.
But yeah, the dog is wandering by himself with his leash on. Nobody knows what his purpose was. But it does raise some red flags, and it gets neighbors alarmed. And at that point, people are trying to reach Lacey because she's friggin' 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Her family, she's close with her family. They stay in touch with her. She saw her sister the day before, and Scott apparently invited her out to dinner with them. It's all very strange, and it doesn't really point to him initially because nothing really seemed to be amiss leading up to this. There was a point where things start to get weird, where one of Lacey's friends say that when it came time for them to choose some pictures to be circulated amongst the media that portray Lacey the way that they want people to look for her, normally you give one where the person's smiling, you know, they're how they naturally look.
Yeah.
But one of her friends says she first became alarmed at the pictures that Scott wanted to present to the media. What do you think those pictures entailed?
Oh no. Blackface.
No.
Halloween costumes? I don't know.
No, so the first one, she was in a bathing suit. Beautiful lady, but kind of odd choice to pick to
Yeah.
circulate to the media. The second one, she was sucking back some booze, which
That's
nothing
gonna-
wrong with it,
But
but
you're not going to see the whole face there, right? Like it's blocking part of her face.
yeah, I don't know, man. But still, it's like somebody's got to drink it. Like it might paint them in a different light, where it's
Yeah.
like
Sure.
this is clearly
creating
a
a
victim.
narrative.
Yeah, very strange.
Yeah.
The third one was the funniest. It was a picture of her with her friends, and one of her friends was mooning the camera.
Wow. All entirely inappropriate. And that's
You're
what
the
they ended up
cops.
using?
No. That's what he wanted to use.
Okay.
Then eventually, logic won out, and they went with some nicer photos.
Right. Yeah, that's a strange choice for the husband of a missing wife to go with.
Yeah, so pretty early on in this, red flags are starting to get raised. Initially, no, people are just like, "Oh my God, she's missing. She's this, beautiful young woman who seems to
Yeah.
have everything." In a later interview with Katie Couric, Lacey's mom Sharon was just talking about just the insane recommendations that people had, because this investigation really like dragged on for a while. It wasn't until April of 2003. Up until this point, money's been offered. There's a $500,000 reward. Of note, a neighbor's house was broken into by 2 felons. These are some fucked up individuals who just happened to burglarize a house. But it seemed like, the pieces might start fitting together. Maybe this was a break-in gone bad.
Yeah.
Lacey was known to have jewelry, so Scott was just like, somebody probably robbed her for her jewelry and it went bad. And pretty early on in the search, Scott is doing some weird shit. And one of the weird things he does is it's discovered that he starts ordering porn on his TV.
A different change of behavior.
That's the very early point where you could order porn from your TV at home.
He
10
ordered,
minutes after the 911 call.
dude. He ordered first the Playboy channel, and then there was a secondary channel. It was called like 10 Ecstasy, which was harder stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. It just seems odd to me. It's like, brother, your wife's missing.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking chill out for
Yeah.
a little bit. And he sells his wife's car. This is in the course of a matter of months. He sells his wife's car. He starts to inquire about putting their home up for sale.
Yeah, everything's
While she's
very
missing.
fishy.
Yeah, while
Yes.
she's missing. Like
Yeah.
everything's like leaning toward,
Just like, yeah.
but they can't like, there's nothing directly tying him to being involved with her disappearance, which is odd.
Yeah, I mean, no footage, no body. There's no proof at that point.
Just a husband who's moved on.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
and one thing that was really strange is they highlight in the Netflix documentary is that they had the baby's room all set up, and he starts to use the baby's room as a storage room.
Yeah. I don't think you'd be able to go in there.
Yeah, he was putting all kinds of shit in there, man. And in April of 2003, they find Lacey's body.
Okay.
They find her body first. Unfortunately, they find the baby's body first. It's on the shores of San Francisco Bay. And then,
Are you being serious right now?
I swear to God, man.
Oh, my
Jake, I
God.
would not joke about this, even though you're staring at a picture of Bill Cosby, That's So Raven, and Simon Birch on the computer that Jeff's stifling laughter to. But they find the baby's body first, and then a couple hundred yards away, they find Lacey's body.
And this is terrible. I don't want to know the information, but had she given birth?
No.
Okay.
So the
Jesus
reason why they became
Christ,
separated, it was a combination of the elements and sea life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the baby was intact, but
Jesus fucking Christ.
they're able to tell during her autopsy that she had not.
Drowned.
The baby was still in utero when she passed away, and the baby likely died as a result of her dying.
It was on the shores of San Francisco Bay, like in San Francisco. That she washed up to the shore.
Hang on, I can show you a graphic real quick.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
I did not
This
realize.
is the reason I don't watch this fucking
Yeah,
shit,
dude. I
Like,
thought she was just like shot, and like that's terrible.
Yeah.
But like that was it. Like in the woods, went missing, a fight, something. Not something so fucking graphic.
All right, so this is called Point Isabel, and that's where her body was found, and that's
Can I take a look at that?
yeah.
Man,
Oh yeah, it's on the. It's like near Oakland. It's in Alameda County.
One of the things that's relative to the condition of her body, which prohibits them from determining a likely cause of death, is that her head was gone. Her head was gone, most of her arms and her legs.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
From being in the water?
Yes. And
he didn't remove...
I don't think so.
Oh, my God.
So this is sea life doing this?
Yes.
Do they have any idea how long her body could have been in the water?
Yeah, they estimated it was Christmas Eve. Like, that's when it was. I think it was like 3 to 4 months is when they determined.
Months until the body washed
Yes.
out. Wow. Oh, my God. This is fucking horrifying.
So they start digging deeper into Scott Peterson, and they realize his fucking... Excuse me. He was making homemade anchors at his fertilizer shop.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah, he was making homemade anchors. And when they got a search warrant, they noticed that he said he made, I forget what the number was, but there was less than the number of anchors that were currently at his shop.
Wow. Dude, and that makes it all the more fucked up that he used a bikini picture.
I know.
That's insane.
And
the levels to that.
There were numerous times that he had driven from their home to the bay again. And in one of the instances, he used her car to drive there. He drove his car, he drove her car, and he also rented several cars to go there. And nobody knows exactly what the fuck he was doing throughout the course of these trips. They were able to determine that through analyzing the GPS.
Her car had GPS.
It might have been his phone that they had it. I don't know. But,
okay.
But then again, this was the early 2000s, so I don't know.
Yeah, pinging was probably not as common. Pinging someone's phone.
What's your definition of pinging?
When the FBI or the government traces your phone through a ping.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not talking to the Chinese dance that's sweeping across Asia right now.
The ping ping. Everybody knows the ping ping.
Everybody doing the ping ping.
That's not a real dance.
Jake, do you want to do it for everybody?
I don't know it. I've never heard of it.
If I make it to the barbecue on Sunday, I will ping ping with the the Dora the Explorer twerker that you have hired.
It's like, first you squat down low like you're smoking on a cig.
Whoa.
And you yank your arm down like you're driving big rig. You know that song, right?
Yeah.
We all know ping ping,
Everybody's
man.
doing the ping ping.
I'm going to have a lot of splaining to do when I get to the pearly gates.
And you round up your boys and you hop on the dragon. All the cool shit you're doing, it's hard not to bragging. Everybody's doing the ping ping. I will not do the thing with my eyes that they do in the video.
No. Don't do that.
Thank you for not getting us kicked off the platform.
Thank you very much, man. 4 days after they find the corpses, Jake, Scott Peterson is arrested. He's arrested in San Diego, California. He's on his way to play golf. And there's a helicopter trailing him, and you hear him calling one of his buddies. So I guess he did have a cell phone. But he's calling one of his buddies and saying, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to golf today.
He knew that the copter was after him.
He thinks it's the news.
Okay.
However,
still, they have him dialed in. It's fucking the end of Goodfellas.
Yes.
He knows it's coming.
He knows he's probably fucked.
Yeah.
So they end up arresting him, and they charge him with 2 counts of murder. One for Lacey, one for the baby.
Is this based on, is the arrest based on the fact that they have him going back and forth to this area so many times? Because even though they found the body, it's still not necessally...
There was a ton of circumstantial evidence.
Okay.
And I think at that point, they were just like...
There was enough
we know he
Yeah.
did it, and we just got to fucking put our foot to the gas to really prove that he did it.
Yeah.
And they're able to arrest him, and I think a big part of it was the fucking... the anchors that he was making, the tarp that he had that was in the back of his truck. He had these massive outdoor umbrellas that were in the back of his truck on that day that were weighting down the tarp. And there was blood in his trunk, and there was blood on a comforter in the master bedroom. Blood in his truck, not trunk. Blood in his truck and blood on a comforter in the master bedroom that belonged to him.
Pickup truck bed?
Yes.
And that's how we would suppose that he moved the body?
Yes.
And he never cleaned the blood out of the truck bed?
I don't know that he knew it was there.
Or threw out the comforter.
And they asked him about blood. He's like, yeah, I cut my hands all the time.
Yeah, and you bleed your wife's blood? So no one knows. He never admitted how he murdered her?
No. Now, the one thing that seemed to be perhaps their strongest piece of evidence was something called mitochondrial DNA, where it was through analyzing, I think it was a piece of like tape that was on Lacey's body. Or no, what it was a piece of pliers that they found that belonged to Scott that had hair in it. And they analyzed it. However, because Lacey's body was found without a head, they couldn't try to match it up to hers. However, her mother let them test her hair, and they determined that the corpse that they found in San Francisco Bay was a descendant of Sharon, Lacey's mother.
My God.
Okay.
Fucking pliers.
But that seems to be the most direct link. But hey, stinkers, here's the deal. As guys that have gone to several different colleges, some of us that have gone to community college for over 20 years, we know you love your alma maters. Show your support by betting on your team this football season. MyBookie lets you get in on the action with their amazing sportsbook and casino platform. You don't even need to download an app. Just click my link, sign up, and you're good to go. Lay down your investment before the season starts so you don't have to stress about it later. We were just talking about how much we're looking forward to the NFL season.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
And we'd like to put a few shekels down, if you know what I'm talking
Go
about,
Birds.
baby.
Oh, yeah. Temple's looking pretty good this year. I want to probably do some bets on them, too.
I can't wait, Jake.
Yeah.
And cheers to a great football season with MyBookie. There's no need to download an app. Just click the link in the show notes, sign up, and you're ready to bet. Lock your futures in now while you're waiting for the season to begin and use promo code STINKER, that's STINKER, to claim a bonus up to $1,000 on that first deposit. That's STINKER to start the college football season off with house money. Don't ever miss out on the action. Bet anything, anywhere, anytime, only with MyBookie. Anyway, the trial goes on. So the trial starts June 1st, 2004, and it lasts until November 12th. Now, during that time, it's revealed that Scott Peterson had a side bitch right before the murders.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, kind of nuts. So he met this lady named Amber Fry, who seems like she had no idea that he was married. If anything, the lady fell hard and fast for him, and within weeks, she was having him hang out at her house. She was having him pick her daughter up from school.
Whoa.
Like within fucking weeks, man.
That
weird. Shit is insane.
Within weeks of the relationship? Or
Of them meeting.
Yeah.
So when they met, he said that he was single. And it wasn't until it was before he was arrested that somebody went to her and said, like, I know this guy, this is the guy whose wife is missing. Like, he's fucking married.
Wow.
And he was telling her, and she called him to confront him about it. And she was just like, no, I didn't lie. I said, I lost my wife. So she thought that he was a widower. And it was just like, oh, your wife is missing, so technically you lost your wife. Oh, no, my God, dude. During a New Year's Eve...
I mean, he's all over the news, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Wow. So I don't know how this woman doesn't know this.
God bless a lady that doesn't watch the news every day.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
she's probably had a pretty good mental state because
Yes.
of the lack of knowledge she was taking in from the news. But, wow, what a rarity that you would find somebody that did not know your face from that case, you know?
Yep.
Dude, there was a New Year's Eve fucking Candlelight Vigil for Lacey Peterson. And Scott Peterson told her, he's like, look, I have to go to Europe for a while. So he called Amber Fry from his wife's Candlelight Vigil to say, hey, I'm in Paris just thinking about you.
Jesus Christ.
So again, like, there might not be a lot of direct evidence, but calling your side bitch from your wife's Candlelight Vigil is truly fucking insane behavior.
Yeah, hold off.
I don't know if
Wait till you get to the car.
if I've heard the end of this Netflix documentary or not yet, but I hope this motherfucker got fried to death.
Well, he was. Well, all right. So the
I
trial
don't want to
began.
jump forward, but
No, we're
God,
almost there.
I fucking hope he does.
I know he's the fucking
What
worst.
a
Like,
piece of shit.
just an absolute piece of shit. And like,
Yeah.
you hear their conversations, and during the conversations, he's being a little fucking pussy about everything, and he's saying, "I hope this doesn't like ruin like our chance to be together." Because before that, you know, he's really laying it on thick to this poor woman who clearly just needs a fucking man.
Yeah.
And to her credit, like once she finds out the truth, there's no wavering. It's like
Right.
she's full on, in support of Lacey Peterson's family and wants to do everything she can to try to make their lives easier.
What a saint.
Yeah, very nice lady. And oh, dude, fuck, I wish I remember this, but she's an ambassador. Oh, I gotta look this up real quick. She's an ambassador for some kind of supplement that has an insane name.
Something Herbalife kind of thing, but with a way funnier product name.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like pre-workout.
Juice. Yeah.
All right, it's called Bucked Up.
Is it really?
Yes.
How did you fucking forget that, dude?
I don't know. I'm
So
retarded,
funny.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, they sell that at my gym. I just drank one the other day.
She's
No, you didn't.
Amber Fry's a
swear to
Bucked Up
God.
ambassador.
she's
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, so they got
taste
Mother Bucker pre-workout.
Which one did you drink?
It's like gym and juice or something like that.
Is it before or after a workout?
Is it before?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like the beta alanine or whatever. It's
Little
in
bit
it
of
that gets you
energy.
like the face tingle.
Oh my
Whoa.
god. dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about that shit.
Face tingle.
Yeah. It's
You know when
it's-
your right side
yeah,
just
you-
droops.
Yeah, you guys don't take powdered strokes before you work out? All
You sure you don't have like
Yeah,
some
be
kind of
careful.
palsy or something?
Yeah.
right,
Hopefully not.
Jake, they got Woke as Fuck. They have Babe pre-workout.
Yeah.
Dude, they've been around for decades now.
That's
Good
the
for
fat
Bucked
people
Up.
at the gym.
Yeah, Bucked Up is... so she's really doing well. She's a Christian.
Name like Amber Fry. I would take her name.
Oh, my God. Real beauty, man. Look at this lady.
Whoa.
Hello, Amber.
Kiss her.
We'll be in the Bay Area next month.
Yeah, the damn BAE area with her in it.
A lot of filters going on there, but
All right, well, that's unnecessary.
I'm sorry.
But, Jake, the trial lasts from June to November, and fortunately, puss-ass Scott Peterson is found guilty of 2 counts of murder. First-degree murder for Lacey and second-degree murder for the baby Connor. And he's sentenced to death. Now, I didn't know this. Like, I know, like, California wavered between abolishing the death penalty, and then it was reinstated, and then it was abolished again. So now there's no death penalty now, correct?
Yeah.
Do they just like wait until something's so heinous and then they're like, we need to reinstate it? Which I think
don't
is
know, man.
appropriate. I'm pro death penalty.
I am
without a
too.
doubt.
I
Yeah.
am too.
Yeah.
And I think it's used inappropriately. I think it would be much more appropriate for people who victimize children or
Yes.
sex offenders.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's more appropriate than fucking murder.
Yeah, there's a lot of murders
Yeah.
that don't necessitate eye for an eye. Life in
Right.
prison probably, but
Yeah.
like not every murder is so heinous that you should die for it. In this case, obviously.
Yes.
They should have had him fucking drawn and quartered by the public in the street. I did, like I said, I'm just overhearing a lot of this Netflix
Mm-hmm.
documentary. I heard something about like OJ's attorney or like some kind of
Shapiro?
big attorney being
Mark
involved.
Garagos was Scott Peterson's attorney.
He's a big name.
Oh yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a part of OJ's defense team. Who else was he on?
Yeah, there was another big name that he was mentioned in, or big case rather.
A murder case?
Yeah, another like
Was it Spectre?
I think it was before that.
Okay.
Because Spectre was after.
Yeah.
This
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe not OJ. Yeah, I don't see OJ's name here.
Maybe I'm thinking of Michael Jackson then. But he was definitely a high-powered attorney.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so this guy didn't fuck around. He was trying to get the best chance of
Yep.
winning this case.
All right, Winona Ryder, Michael Jackson, Roger Clinton Jr., the Carradine family, Greg Anderson, the personal trainer of Barry Bonds. So,
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. He's high
Dude,
profile.
man, I feel like he was a part of OJ's team, man.
I knew there was something big, and OJ obviously
There
has
was,
the biggest, most
what,
famous team.
Shapiro, Kardashian,
And
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
There's a
most
couple more
famous.
things I want to add about Scott Peterson, please. There was an interview where Lacey Peterson's mom said something so funny. She was doing an interview with Katie Couric, and during the trial, like, people were just going nuts with like commenting about like what should be done. And people were worried that there wasn't enough physical evidence against him to convict, which was kind of like shaky.
Yeah.
It was a mountain of circumstantial evidence, but it was tough to find physical evidence, direct evidence. And Lacey's mom, Sharon, she's like, somebody even recommended that we talk to a dog psychic. And she's like, why didn't you talk to a dog psychic? She's like, for the same fucking reason we need to talk to people psychics, because it's insane.
I mean, you gotta just do it just in case, man. You know?
Is there a circumstance where either of you would enlist the help of a dog psychic?
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
court.
which one of these
Yes.
motherfuckers ate their own shit? I mean, I don't need the psychos on this one. I know it's Lil Mama. Man, it's a little side note. I named my dog Lil Mama a number of years ago, and now we have a human child that's trying to learn English. And it is going to be so confusing for her. Having mommy, mama, mommy, mama. She's going to think she got a dog for a parent.
Oh, one other thing I want to add about the porn ordering. So he called and he canceled his porn stuff the day before he was caught. And they asked why he was canceling his porn channel subscription. And he says, because I'm moving overseas. Now, when he was caught with $15,000, his brother's ID, and multiple cell phones.
Whoa.
And he was about to flee the country.
I don't know. Well, it's San Diego, so it's close to Mexico.
True. Yeah. And once you're in there, it's probably not that hard to get out of the country.
And he
right?
looks Mexican enough.
Does he?
Yeah.
I did not get a good look at this guy then. I thought he was like a pale face, kind of a redhead guy.
Jake, 1 to 10, how would you rate Scott Peterson on the Mexican scale?
I would say right down the middle. I have
half
yeah,
Mexican.
Okay, I'd say 7.
He could
Seeing those
pass.
pictures.
Oh, I looked up at the wrong time during this documentary. That's not the man I was picturing. He's handsome enough. He looks like a fucking NFL commentator or something, you know?
Yeah. I don't
Hunter.
know, man.
Yeah.
Another scumbag thing he did was, I mentioned Lacey Peterson had a lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
He was selling her jewelry on eBay while she was missing.
Whoa.
So I don't want to jump ahead, but is
What
the
was
guy
his
worm
username?
food yet?
No. So his sentence was transferred to a life sentence. And he's currently, his case has been taken up by something called the fucking Los Angeles Innocence Project, because they feel as though there wasn't enough physical evidence connecting him to the crime.
They're trying to get him out.
Dude, well, they were able to, like, there was like one big victory they got, because most of like what they want to do is relative to DNA testing. And there was like a piece of tape that was found on Lacey that wasn't analyzed, and they feel like this piece of tape might contain DNA of the person who they think might have done this.
Okay.
And Scott Peterson recently just gave his first interview since all the shit popped off. Like, he had spoken to the news before, and he never presented himself well. But I think within the past month or so, he gave that interview.
Knowing that documentary was about to come
Yeah.
out, probably,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So, I mean, he's 2 decades in to being locked up. He's in a place, I think it's called Mule Creek, which is
Mule Creek?
which is a tough place to.
Serve your time out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a big time out.
Yeah, I want to go to Mouse Creek.
Mule Creek. I feel like that. Would it be in Modesto or Northern California, or is it
I don't know, buddy. It's a good
South?
question.
I wonder why the LA and he has to have gotten the LA Innocence Project to vouch for him, right? Like, there's no way they're just like, this guy's innocent
No,
and
dude,
he's being
A lot
framed.
of college programs like actively look for cases to take on. So like this kind of situation, especially something that's been high profile, if they can go after something like that, that would be huge for like their law school, their law program. So that's like where most of those innocent projects come from.
But their focus is on that it's another person. Right?
Yeah. They're just
Yeah.
trying. Yeah, like in Philadelphia, they had like that Mumia guy. He's probably ours, the person that the Innocent Project around here tend to work on, and yeah. I mean,
Or even if it's not another guy, it's I think they might just be asserting that the evidence should not have been enough to convict him, so he deserves to get trial.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's Mule Creek right there. I thought it was near the Sierra. That's on the western slope of the Sierra Nevada, just south of Folsom Prison, actually.
Oh no,
Not
wow.
far, yeah.
Oh, can we visit Folsom Prison? Can we visit Folsom
Yeah,
Prison?
we're not going to be far.
Yeah.
They'll probably want us to do some dick and cum jokes in there.
I'll do
I
it
ain't
for
never had to
anybody.
drink any yellow water like this before. Sorry, walk the line.
There was a lot of like gasoline like in his boat. So Scott Peter he had a boat, which is where like he ended up driving.
Yeah.
So this is what the prosecution asserted, was that that Lacey was killed at home. The body was transported via truck to the bay,
Yeah.
And Scott Peterson had recently bought a boat, and
They name it.
I don't know, Jake. Do you want to take a guess?
I have no idea. I was just curious.
The body was loaded into the boat, and it was covered with a tarp going out there, and that the homemade anchors were tied to the body, and that it was sunk wherever he chose to drop her off.
Okay. So it was not just dumped off the side of a pier or something like that. He went out to the bay.
Dude, Sopranos.
True. I was just gonna say Stu Gatz for the boat.
Wow.
But
They watched it
in
together.
real life, fucking the Anne Marie Fahey, Thomas
Capano,
Capano,
yeah.
famous cooler did not sink situation. So I'm assuming this guy took a lesson from that and was like, well, I'm not going to put the body into a container because that would likely float. So I'm going to, I mean, this is just awful
terrible.
to say out loud, but
I know, but
attached
that might have been what he thought, man.
tarp and fucking anchors that he made.
Fucked up.
But he had stored, the boat under this like blower in his fertilizer shop, which leaked fuel. And prosecutors think he purposely put it there because the leaking fuel could help obscure the scents that dogs might have been able to pick up on. And dogs were brought to the Marino where he would set his boat off.
Is that the Dan Marino? Fucking fried his ass, dude. Yeah, that's two guys who never won a quarterback. Fuck you, Dan. I'm coming for your Michelob Ultra sponsorship.
Yeah, fucking snowflake over here roasted his ass. Like, I'm so sorry.
So was it the Dan Marino?
I just feel like I can never talk about anything serious on this podcast.
No. Like, it's okay, dude.
I just want to do a podcast every week. And I do all this work talking to guys about things I don't know about. It's just so hard to get this stuff out sometimes because you guys are such fucking jerks about it. I want to tell you guys about the dogs. Dogs are trying to smell things, and dogs are very important police work. This dog tracked the scent to the waterman.
Oh, my God.
He tracked the scent, and then they knew that he probably where it happened.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Wow.
But yeah, they had a police dog that was tracking Lacey's scent to the water, so they assumed that that's where she was.
So they could identify where the boat went out to.
Yes, yeah.
And then there's got to be records of, I guess maybe not on a public ramp.
And also, it was Christmas Eve. The weather was not good either, and he went out at 9:30 in the morning, which is an odd time for somebody to go out fishing. Which is what he said he was doing out there. And when he was questioned by police, they're like, "What were you fishing for?" He couldn't name what he was fishing for, what kind of lures he was using, what kind of bait he was using.
Yeah, you just got to be like, I wanted to be out on the water.
Yeah, I wanted to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that seems like a middle of the night thing. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
It was insane to me that he went out there that early.
you can see across the fucking bay on a good day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, it takes 2 hours to get from their house in Modesto to this bay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really trying to make it seem like nothing was out of the ordinary.
But I don't know. None of this shit ever works, and it's insane to me
No.
that these guys think that, like, okay, like, I found a side bitch who I'm in love with right now,
Yeah.
and I just need to kill my wife, and then everything's cool.
Yeah. That mindset is always going to be fucking insane. And that was the reason. Like, he wanted to kill his wife so he didn't get caught cheating, basically.
I think
Just
so.
to start another relationship.
When you hear the conversations between he and Amber Fry, he really speaks to her tenderly. And, I mean, your wife is, like, 2 months from giving birth, man. It's
Dude,
like...
yeah.
And listen, there have been other cases we've talked about where it's like you can tell a guy's pushed to his limit by his wife, but like this does not seem like that.
No.
She seems like a very sweet person, and it's like, bro, I don't know, man. It's like you don't have to kill this fucking lady. Like if you want to go out and get other chicks, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be the biggest piece of shit. one way or the other. The other way, you're a fucking murderer and you murdered your own fucking child. Yeah, man. Insane.
Jake, I don't get it, man.
It's horrible stuff.
Yeah, this is. I can't believe I've just been napping on the couch while my girlfriend is listening to this shit.
It's so horrific.
And I had no idea how horrific it was.
Sucking on those cinnamon bun balls.
Hey, who showed you my Taco Bell order?
Dude, he's falling asleep, and his poor wife is like trying to get his attention to show him something on TV, and he's got like cinnamon juice like leaking out of his mouth. It's like, my God, I cannot believe this is what's next to me on the couch.
That icing's not cinnamon bun juice.
I know, dude. He got me with it before.
You're right. It's cream cheese icing, and it's fucking delicious.
It is not anything but.
Yeah, this is fucked up, dude.
There's so many levels how fucked up. When he traded her car in, he traded it for a pickup truck for himself.
Yeah.
So he had 2 trucks now?
I don't know that he had 2 trucks.
Probably traded both.
I mean, as far as like transporting her to the bay?
Yeah, that was his own pickup truck that he used, right?
I don't know. Maybe he just got a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this fucking guy.
Dude, I did not like this case was so like over sensationalized. I never paid attention to it. So like,
same. I was
thought it
not on
just
my
like
radar.
A quick murder, like in a a night of passion or something like that. This is, I mean, no murder is good. I know that, but like this is just fucking.
This is 100% premeditated, horrific.
Yeah, like cold blooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the more fucked up things is like calling your side bitch from your wife's Candlelight Vigil.
Dude.
Man. That shit blew my fucking mind when I found that he did that.
Her washing up ashore and then giving the cops a picture of her in a bikini, like almost like a fucking teasing clue of like, this is where you need to look.
Yeah, and so he did that shit on New Year's Eve, and it wasn't until it was the first week in January where one of her friends confronted her and said like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy who's in the news right now." So she went missing on Christmas Eve. This is almost 2 weeks later, where she had no idea who this was.
Yeah,
where it's like, man, how out of the loop are you where you don't know where the biggest murder case that's happening right now? This guy's face, which is everywhere.
His face was also on the news constantly by that point.
Well, initially it was just it's the husband of the missing lady,
right? Yeah,
but I think pretty quickly people's public opinion starts to suss these things out.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she was so in love in this new romance that she was seeing him everywhere?
Yeah, you do be seeing your loved one everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, I'm reminded of her.
Yeah, every Salvation Army bell ringer. Looks just like mine. That couldn't be him.
What's the strangest place where you saw a lady you love?
I had lunch next to Lil Debbie once in Los Angeles.
And you loved her?
Love at first sight. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I knew of Krayshawn, but I didn't know of her sidekick.
Mm.
And that kind of demeans Lil Debbie. She's not a sidekick. She's her own.
Yeah.
She's her own type of person.
I was listening to her on the flight. Little Debbie.
Really?
Yep. I thought of her. Break it down. Break it down.
Wow.
My shit bang. Fuck how you feel for real. Break it down.
No,
I
I don't know that song.
Yeah.
How about you, Jake?
Amber Heard. I got to meet her long before the shenanigans. She was promoting Rum Diaries.
That's what the beginning of the shenanigans then.
That was the beginning?
Yeah, so they met.
And she came in and I was like, I was speechless. I did a hover hand picture that I can't find it. Yeah,
Jake,
it's
where is
so
it?
bad. I
Where
gotta
is it?
find it, dude.
Please.
I mean, I couldn't even get a word out. It was insane.
Damn.
Rum Diaries. Then she ended up in Johnny Depp's bed doing rumble diarrheas. Unloaded in that thing. Although, from all accounts, it was a log, so. Still fucking jokes never work, man.
What I wouldn't kill for a healthy one.
I know, man. Dude, a hot lady shitting in your bed, man. That's a Godfather horse head.
I was just talking about my movements, but I don't want to be crude.
But yeah, I mean, it's everybody wants a hot lady shit in the bed.
That's not what I said.
No. It is. I checked out a few minutes ago, man. I'm so sorry. Please enlighten me.
What about you? You ever
both
been
conversations though? I love it. Yeah.
He's tuned in. You have a lady that you love in person?
My wife. No, I truly did love my wife the first time I saw her.
Oh yeah, really hanging us out to dry. What a
Yeah.
fucking cocksucker.
As far as, are you talking about like a famous lady? Like, oh my
The
god, that
thing you
lady's
asked
so beautiful.
us.
I don't even remember what I asked you.
You
Jake, what did I ask you?
asked us if we've ever been like love struck before. Like,
Yeah, my wife. Like, honestly, like my wife. The first time I
don't
saw
make
my
us
wife,
be the assholes here.
I swear to God,
Let him have one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
all
you.
Okay.
You get this one.
Yeah.
You
when I
fucking
saw my
piece of
wife,
shit.
I instantly asked her to come sit next to me at Denny's.
Do you hear her in the other room or something?
No, I swear to God, she's passed out reading lady porn.
I'm watching you through a camera.
Yeah,
Well, let's tie a bow on the court case.
yeah. So he's in jail at Mule City, and the last news to come out was that he's now speaking out in his own defense because the Innocence Project is advocating for him, and they had a major legal victory, and the judge ordered this new DNA testing.
Okay.
So they presented, I think it was like 10 different propositions of testing that they want done that they felt weren't done the first time around, and they got one of them right off the bat.
And this is 2 decades after
Yeah,
it went down and he was found guilty.
yeah.
That does he have money to like?
I wouldn't doubt that people have sent him a lot of money because, as a rational person, it's like, yes, this man killed his wife.
Yeah.
However, I guess there's enough benefit of the doubt where people who are less logical are just like, I don't know about this, and would see him as an innocent, bumbling idiot.
So I was just reading here. He is doing his first like round of interviews that he's done since he's been locked up, and there's a 3-part documentary series on Peacock that came out August 20th. That's called Face to Face with Scott Peterson. So I guess
It's like a rivaling,
probably rivaling the
yeah.
Netflix thing.
huh?
Counter argument.
Juicy Jeff with some wet formation. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that information, Jeffy.
Yeah, we need a wet sound effect for you.
Just somebody.
Yeah, I love it.
Perfect. Wait, did you do that with your mouth?
Yeah.
Do it for him.
What'd it do?
Wait, hold on. Now of course I can't do it.
No, that was a perfect faucet drip. Hey, we're gonna need to get a plumber over here. That thing's zooming out. That's gonna be a gallon an hour. Man. I
Rub
wanna-
his
Guys make
boat
any
to-
mouth sounds?
So wait, he was sentenced to death, and then California as a state overturned.
Yeah.
So now anybody
life
that's on
sentence.
death row is absolved of death at that
I
point.
don't know how this works, man. Because
So
I
confusing.
guess you just can't. It's like, I don't know if like they go to a different place or if it's just death row just becomes like life imprisonment.
Right,
row.
yeah.
It is
So
confusing.
strange.
I don't know.
That is, yeah.
It's strange that a state like California has ever been on like flip flopping. You know what I mean? I feel like a blue state is likely to stick with no death penalty. You know?
Well, I wonder if it's relative to state Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But I
Which
mean,
is Sacramento, right? Which is leans conservative, I think,
yeah,
right?
I don't know, man.
but the whole state gets to vote on.
Right? Yeah. So they
Yeah.
would still be blue if they're voting.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So apparently, the state Supreme Court overturned it because potential jurors were improperly dismissed after saying that they disagreed with the death penalty. So there were a couple that said, I don't know if we should sentence this guy to
Okay,
death.
so it had nothing to do with a state law being changed. It was almost like a mistrial-esque.
Correct.
Changing it from death penalty to life sentence. Well, hopefully somebody bashes his fucking head in jail one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really makes you wonder what the fuck goes on in there, man. Because you always hear that like bad things happen to all these bad guys, but
Yeah.
I mean, 20 years later.
I got the biggest insight into the California penal system of all time. Let's say prison system from Klickstein, Jared Klickstein. His information about like
Yeah.
everybody kind of like, what did they say specifically about like what Mexicans and white people are together, right? Like there's no beef between them, and then I don't know, it's just a lot of weird inside
Yeah,
information
yeah.
that I did not know about the inner workings of jail. Like it's a lot less violent, I suppose, than you would assume.
They all kiss as soon as the cell's open, and then from that point on, no more gay stuff the rest of the day. That really surprised me. You got to share every banana.
Yeah. a la Requiem for a Dream.
They don't open the cells until everybody screams the N-word. That really surprised me.
Yeah,
There's so much about jail that I
didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I did. You guys are nodding off.
The washing hands thing. You get in trouble if you don't wash your hands?
I don't remember that.
If that was the case, I'd be getting fucking my shit pushed in every day. I left
crazy.
left a Bucky's bathroom.
Just as my balls itch. You gotta tell me that.
Yeah, at least you went inside.
I would never go inside.
Me neither, unless I have to. Or I want to.
Now, what would be a ball scratching emergency in your cases?
There's no. I'm scratching my balls the second they itch, whether I'm at
never
the
gets to
fucking
emergency.
podium of a of a presentation,
kindergarten graduation.
You know all the presentations I do.
No, but I mean, under the pants ball scratching. What would bring that on?
It would have to be like a scorpion or something in there, a leech, for me to go all the way in.
Yeah, I got scorpion in my shorts, man.
Yeah, you got a real stinger in there, don't you? Yeah, and you need a black light to see it. Y'all know how scorpions be glowing in the desert under the black light, right?
Oh my god, Jake, what about you? What's the circumstance where you would go under the pants ball scratch?
Man, I think just if it called for it, I would get away, take care of it, wash my hands. That's what I would do. I would not do it and not wash my hands.
Come on.
I wouldn't do that either.
No, really.
I wouldn't touch my other hand with my bald hand.
Yeah.
BALLED. Or let's go apostrophe D.
I've told you before. My father scratched his balls once and then touched me.
Touched you how?
All right. So, when my dad would get done work, I would look forward to him coming home relaxing. And the way that he would relax is he would lay on his side on the floor and watch his shows. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed just being in his company, so I would lay in front of him doing the same thing.
So sweet.
Now my dad did the same thing. Man. That's crazy.
That is very sweet. Sometimes we'd wrestle. Did you wrestle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was one period where my dad developed a rugged case of jock itch. And I know this because my mother would not shut the fuck up about it.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
And there was an industrial vat of Gold Bond powder in the house.
A Gold Bond bidet.
It was in the middle of the dining room table.
Jake.
Now sit and squeeze.
Jake, it got to the point where my dad would set it next to him on the floor like it was a bowl of popcorn.
Oh, my God.
And every now and again, he would just take a handful of Gold Bond powder.
That's where the mouth.
And shove it down his pants and just scratch his balls throughout whatever show we were watching. And there was one, I didn't think anything was really weird about that until one night he stopped scratching. And then a second later, I felt his hand brush my back.
He's leaving handprints.
Yeah, did he antique you?
No, he Uncle Teeked me.
Why'd he do that?
I don't know. To this day, it's one of the most insane things that's ever happened to me. But it was my father, so I'm not going to question. Why did you just rub your ball hand on me?
Must have been a spider on your back, man. I hope.
Man.
Oh, man.
I'll never understand it, but it's something that struck me as so odd in that moment because, man, it would not occur to me to ever do that to anybody.
Dude, that
not
changed your
somebody I hated.
trajectory.
I would not do that to, let alone my fucking son.
He's in the zone, though. You know what I mean? He's not going to get up and fucking...
He's in my zone. Like, that's the problem.
You were in his zone.
Oh, yeah.
You were in his zone.
No.
How old were you? Were you like under 10?
Yeah, definitely.
17.
Yeah, I was definitely under 10.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
man,
that'll be the moment that changes you laying with dad. Like, all right, yeah, I think I'm getting too old.
Yeah.
I don't know that I wrestled with him again.
Time for a rematch. Dude, that's an insane...
I know, man.
Just sitting, having the jar next to him.
Dude, he was probably waiting years to do that. Oh, wait, how long was the jock itch era? A couple months?
It felt like forever, man.
A summer?
Yeah, I bet it does.
Every fucking day, he's probably like, I want to just handprint the back of this boy's shirt. And he finally did it. Good on him.
No.
Yes.
Why I don't talk to him? The man's dying. No.
Oh, no, that's not the reason.
I'm teasing.
Oh, that ain't the reason. You ain't teasing.
No.
You are
But
teasing.
it's a dastardly thing to do to somebody, especially
Yeah.
your son who
I don't think he thought about it.
has his own issues. But
Yeah.
an insane thing to do. Wipe it
Oh
on
yeah, that was like an animalistic thing. Like when you're not paying attention, you're just like mine. You know. Yeah.
Imprinting,
Yes.
man.
hand printing.
Yeah, it's just something I wish never happened.
Man. God, I hope I've never done anything like that.
No, it's like
Yeah.
here's the deal. It's like I think I don't know. I think our generation is much more attuned to our own behavior and
Yeah.
its effect on the people around us than our parents' generation. But at the same time, I don't know, man. There's some things where it's like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
There's no logical reason to wipe your fucking ball powdery hands on a boy.
I bet he still giggles about it.
I know he does. He's a giggling man. He called me the other day. He said, "What do you?" He's like, "What do you call a carpenter who forgets his tools?" I said, "What?" He's like, "God damn it! What is this? What is the end of this joke?" He's like, "I gotta call you
He
back."
told it?
Yeah. He's like, "I gotta call you back," and he never called me back.
Call you back.
Never called me back.
Still waiting.
Yeah, and this was 2 days ago.
I gotta go find the guy who told me the end of that joke. Joke, right? With that setup, you think he read it in a joke book or heard it at work?
He
or
does.
something?
Well, he went through a phase of eating popsicles that had jokes on them, and he would just eat popsicles just to get to the jokes.
Oh man, that's a needle in a haystack situation.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the plastic bag full of all the
Yeah.
popsicle sticks, trying to read the jokes off to you.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, when he passes away, I'm going to walk up to the casket with a handful of gold bomb powder, scratch my balls, and just rub his face with it.
He was giving you the Lion King. He was Rafiking you.
Oh, no.
Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're his Simba.
Does the timing add up, or did they steal it from him?
Yeah, I think Lion King was 94. Does that sound right, Jeff?
Yeah.
So this had to be, Lion King was after my dad
Yeah, so
knighted me.
he sold that idea to Disney, is what I'm
Life
saying.
imitates art. Yeah. Or art imitates life.
Was the joke?
Wait, well, let's guess it. We have to be able to figure this out. What do you call a carpenter who's late to work?
I thought it was. You said who loses tools, right?
Yes.
Is that what
Okay.
it is?
Yeah.
A carpenter who loses his tools?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got two answers.
A cant tractor.
Jake, you probably haven't.
I was going to say the initial one was unemployed. The second one was an electrician.
You have a guess?
I don't.
A saw loser.
Man.
I knew it was Saw. I didn't think it was a speech impediment related answer.
If anybody's watching this and can lend me a gun, I would like to break into my parents' home, and as my father sleeps, hold a gun to his head, and he'll be like, "Who is it?" A saw loser. That was Dad, wake up! I guess I don't really need a gun for that. I could just wake him up.
Yeah.
The gun's gonna add so much to it, though.
What if I hold a saw to his head?
Yeah,
I could do that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure it's electrical, though. You know, bring
Oh,
a
my
sawzall.
God, yeah.
Have it plugged in.
yeah.
A saw loser. And then, does he have long enough hair to take a little bit of?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I will.
That'll scare him.
All right, what is it? 11:30 now. They've been asleep for like 7 hours.
Oh, you got all night.
Man, dude, old people, they sleep like Wes Watson, man.
I don't understand the reference.
West the Spahn Ranch, right?
No, that's
no.
Tex Watson.
Tex
Oh,
Watson.
Texas. Yeah.
Wes Watson is the prison YouTuber who wakes up at like 2:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
Because he has a dentist appointment, I assume, right?
Oh my God!
I'm kidding. My appointment's at 2:35, actually.
Heavens!
Trash night.
Take me to. No, that's an inappropriate song for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sopranos wise,
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be in the Bay Area in a couple a month and a half.
I can't wait, man.
I'm excited. We should probably do a little bit of East Bay hanging around on our way to Sacramento when we have our show in Sacramento.
Did you guys ever used to get the East Bay catalog?
Yes.
Incredible
Yeah.
catalog,
Dude,
man.
was there
Never got
anything
shit
better?
from there, but I just love getting it.
I think I might have. Honestly, I don't think I ever did. It would give me inspiration to go to the sporting goods store in the neighborhood and be like, oh, they're like the ones I saw in the magazine,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I'd show it to my mom. She'd be like, we can barely afford Gold Bond powder for your father.
And he is going through it. Now, I don't even think any team I was on got like the team shoe. You know how you could get every color of a fucking shoe.
Yeah.
Maybe one time I ordered a bat. Maybe, but I think we would buy that in person. I don't know if I ever ordered anything from that catalog, but it was the best part of the month.
Really was, man.
Getting that thing in the mail.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're still rocking online.
I think they are still going.
Yeah?
I think I remember seeing East Bay catalog somewhere, man. I gotta look into that. They are?
Hell yeah. We about to journey to the East Bay. Rancid. Great song.
Are they champs?
Wow, I went to eastbay.com and it redirects to champs.
Wow.
no.
End of an era. Absorbed.
But there's Jalen Waddle.
Who the hell's that?
Miami Dolphins, bro. Fantasy season's coming up. Look them up.
Okay, yeah, I got my draft on Sunday. I'm,
Oh, man.
might as well just burn $100
Still not in a team right now. I'm freaking out.
down to the wire.
Yeah.
I think last year, or was it? Yeah, last year we talked about doing a stinkers.
Yeah. Is it
League.
too late for us?
No, the season
put
doesn't
that
start
together?
for like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, right? So
I'd be
we
game.
could get
I'd
we
love
could
to
pull
do
one
Together,
together.
I'd like to do that.
What's
yeah.
the minimum
Yeah.
for a league?
2-inch penis?
Well,
Damn it,
sorry
John's
to
out.
say. Wait, we're going over or under? Jeff,
Depends
you
how bad your
sly
balls
dog. Wait, when is the first week? Second week of September?
September 6th is the first game. Which
Okay.
or actually it might be the 5th. I'm sure there's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, Eagles play on the 6th, right?
So we have a week and a half to get our shit together.
The 5th is 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's 1 week.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's too late.
No, you could do it.
How many do you need for a league?
10.
Minimum 10.
That's a
You
lot.
could do 8.
There's 4 of us in this room.
No, we need 4 more.
Let's see if we can piece this together, man. This should be fun.
I honestly cannot afford another league.
Yeah.
I've never won. I'll never win. I lose $100 automatically.
Oh.
Maybe if it was a 50 buy-in, maybe.
Man.
Maybe.
I'd do it for free just to say that I beat you guys.
Yeah. All right, man.
You motherfucker. All you
I'm a shit talker,
Game on.
especially when it comes to like fantasy and stuff. I was telling you guys about my in our fantasy league, my buddy bailed out of our punishment, and I got a cameo. He's not a listener to this, so he's not gonna know. But got a cameo by David Akers to basically. So we're doing our draft on Monday, and basically just like roasting and shit talking on him for bailing out of the punishment.
Yeah, expulsion is the appropriate thing to bail.
We
Yeah.
should have,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Blood
Yeah,
is
do
thicker
it
than
to 'em.
water.
If you're going to let him stay in the league, tar and feathering is the next. Doesn't have to be hot tar. Doesn't have to be painful, but it does need to be embarrassing.
He's a little shit talker. When he walked in the house tonight, he just pulled me aside and said, I just want to let you know, your wife looks like John C. Reilly, and your kid should have ended up between your wife's butt cheeks. I didn't understand it, but the fantasy angle makes more sense now. Yeah.
Jeff.
Wow.
That is not very wet or juicy of you, man.
Took the words right out of my juice.
Jeez.
Took the wet right out of my juice on that one.
Took the whip right out of my juice.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
What's that? What was our other song? Doing the ping ping?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got a
We have
whole
world
album.
famous Smash. Everybody doing ping ping. And we'll be doing the ping ping live at Helium Comedy Club, October 31st. Please come see us. Maybe we'll do it in September or in San Francisco or Sacramento.
If you want to sing a song.
When we're there,
We're
we're there. San Francisco Punchline Tuesday, October 22nd. And we're at the Sacramento Punchline Wednesday, October 23rd, the very next night, to conclude our magnificent trip to the Bay Area to do Little Stinkers road trip informational videos.
This is going to be incredible, man.
I can't
All
wait,
the
man.
stuff we're going to cover in the Bay Area.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna bring back some shit for everybody.
Yeah?
I'm gonna scoop some shit off the sidewalk and bring it back for all my
my
loved
God.
ones.
That's going to be easy to find.
I know, man.
Oh, you're going to need to check a bag.
Check my dad's. See if he still got that problem.
I'm pissing.
All right,
Yeah.
Jake. What's the extent of scrotum problems you've had?
I mean, the biggest one was I had to go to the doctor because I was having pain. And I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the doctor, and they looked at it, and they're like, all right, well, I see. I thought I was going through puberty, and I was not yet, I don't think. There's no hair yet. I hadn't tried jerking off yet at this point. And the doctor's looking at my balls, and he's moving shit around, and he's like, oh, I see the problem. There was a tick on my balls that was fucking, it was like the size of a fucking 8-ball.
Did you tell me this before?
I think I did on like
I-
a Dad Me forever ago, maybe. So, yeah, I got like, I thought I got Lyme's disease from it, or maybe I didn't get it because they say once you have it for life. But I've never
Oh my God,
taken
man.
care of that. But yeah, so it was like 2 weeks of pain I was having, and the whole time there was just a tick attached to my balls, just draining the life out of them.
But I mean, a better way to look at it would be 2 weeks of pleasure for that gay tick,
Yes, 2 weeks of pleasure for that gay tick and
that gay pedophile tick. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm just a child. I never consented to any of it. I didn't see it. You know, there's a lot going on, so I couldn't, because it was on the underside. But I lived right next to woods, so
what
we
were
had
you doing
one
in the woods,
bathroom.
man?
We had one bathroom, so if someone was in the bathroom, I'd run out and pee in the woods. You know, I like peeing in nature.
I know you do, man.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. I know we know.
Did you want to keep the tick for any reason?
No, I wanted the tick's fucking head, and I think because that's what they did to rip it off, and then they had
Yeah.
to dig out the head.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, pretty gross.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah. So that's my testicular extent of things. How about you? What have you gone through?
I had a hydrocele,
What's that?
which is a bumpy balls, which is like there's some kind of, I don't know.
Like a texture to it, like almost like a dinosaur shell.
No,
kinda?
it does sound like a seal coating procedure I had done, but
Yeah.
no, it's like I had a lump on my fucking ball bag, and it's like I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember it was called hydrocele, and it was painful, and I went, oh, this poor cat wants to come out here, man.
Aw.
Bless his heart. But it went away on its own, thank God. But yeah, there was a short period where I thought my balls were dying.
Welcome back, John.
Yes, thank you for
know
having me
he-
back.
Did you know he had a tick on his balls?
For 2 weeks. Oh my god. When I was in middle school, I thought I was going through puberty
Because your balls are getting big?
because they were hurting, and I was told that like when you're going through puberty, your balls hurt, they ache.
Yeah.
So I think they were also aching because of that, but like I thought
You're
most
in
of the
double
pain was
trouble.
coming from the tick. Just latched onto my testicles for 2 weeks.
Thank God you didn't get Lyme's disease.
I
from that.
thought I got it, but I don't think I did because like that's like a forever thing.
Yeah, you
right?
would know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've given blood since.
Oh, he's
That
so
little
sweet. Look
cute
at him.
boy. What's his name?
Bud.
Yeah, that's
Bud. When I went out just to go to the bathroom, he gave me the best belly presentation I've ever seen.
He loves it, man.
yeah.
And I wanted to get in there, but if I did, I would be dying of allergies. He's such a little
winking
cute
at
boy.
Jeff. Yeah, he loves being a lover boy.
What a cute boy.
Little sweet boy, Bud. Bud.
That's what we call our dog.
Bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, we call him Buddy because he's just everybody's buddy.
yeah.
He's so sweet.
He's
Love
the
him.
newest man of the crew, right?
Yeah, he's the last one, man.
Yeah, you got
God-
in
God
here in the
bless
nick of
us.
time.
Look at his little sweet face, peeking in.
I love that little boy. Oh, I wanted to get my hands in that belly so
I know,
bad.
man.
Such
He
a
presents
furry
it to you.
belly.
He'll give you belly,
He
man.
rolled around, and I was like,
Yeah.
Dad, I want that. But I'm telling you,
Yours just
the
went back.
second I'd be sneezing already, and I would just instinctively touch my eyeballs, and it would fuck my life up with contacts in too.
Oh God, yeah.
They would dry out, pop out when I'm in that little fucking cattle chute to get on 95 that you have to go through. That little death trap that I have to drive through every week. God,
The
that
little
is
circle thing.
no. When you make a right to go to the highway at
Yeah.
that one light, and it's like sends you. It's like this wide. The other lane is 2 wide, and this one is just 1 wide. And and it just feels like you're going to bump a car at
Oh,
some point.
yeah.
Like going over 15 miles an hour feels dangerous in that little part.
Yeah.
If an animal ever presents his belly to you, and it's a problem for you, just know you can use my hands to rub them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean that.
I will do it next time.
Look how sweet that little face is.
My sweet boy.
Bless his heart. I love pets so much, man.
This better give me the energy to do my trash when I get home. It's trash night. But don't feel pressure to continue the episode.
Bro,
we have reached our quota for sure.
Brother, I'm like a Brazilian sex addict. I can go all night.
This is your intervention, Mike.
Jake, how are you from a sex addict perspective?
I'm doing well, man. I'm in control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rules. You know?
Have you ever been out of control?
Oh,
where you feel like a werewolf?
Arf.
Cum demon?
Yeah. I'm good right now. I'm just chilling. Waiting for the moon to rise again.
Didn't we have a special moon recently?
In
when we were
Austin,
Texas.
What was that called? Was it the buck?
Buck was July, which I learned.
It was like super blue moon or
Yeah,
something.
it was like
a
super
blue moon, but it was also super big and bright.
Yeah.
And a blue moon, of course, is when a full moon happens twice within one calendar month.
Yes.
Rare,
Very rare.
but
Twice a month.
usually annual, I believe.
Annual.
Jake, are you going to go to the movies anytime soon?
You know, I think I might. I want to see Wolverine versus Deadpool.
But that'll be good.
Yeah, it's the other way around, right? Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
And Wolverine, yeah.
Yeah, they don't imply a versus,
Oh.
but you'll be happy to see that they do get into a few squabbles.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that, so I want to see that. What about you?
I think I might go see Romulus's.
Okay, the Alien movie.
I think it's Romuli. Okay.
Romulus. That's how they end the movie.
Whoa,
Spoiler
song?
alert.
With Christina Alien Aguilera.
Oh my god.
You sure you want to keep going, man?
I do. I love it. Yeah. Romulus.
Oh, I hear it now.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Man, I'll tell you what, that was not for boys back in grade school, but
I know.
I liked that
banged,
song,
baby.
man.
Yeah, I
know.
went back and watched the video, and
Yeah.
it holds up.
Did they throw a rap verse into it at some point?
I think so.
Was there like maybe a
Cameron
remix or something?
I think you're thinking of Ghetto Superstar.
Definitely,
I
yeah.
knew, yeah.
From the Bullworth soundtrack.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
They even had Warren Beatty in the video. You couldn't do that now. Get Warren Beatty in a video? Is he alive?
With ODB.
I think he's.
I think he
ODB's
is.
dead.
Yeah, I
Beatty's
guess
alive.
you couldn't do that video anymore. ODB's dead.
ODB is DOA. Now he's trying to take matters into his own hands.
Look at him.
He's trying to get in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it
He's
one day,
digging.
man. That fucker's gonna do it one day. He's gonna get in here.
Lil Kim, Pink, Maya, Mia Khalifa.
Pink's got some good songs too.
Yeah. I had a buddy who was into Pink, and I used to bust his balls for it.
I'm
all
into
the
Brown,
time.
baby.
Jesus Christ.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Hey, bud.
Look at what he's missing, man.
I know. I am sorry that I'm an allergic little fucking bitch.
I'm allergic
man.
to him too, baby. I just love animals.
No way.
I am.
If you rub him and rub your eyes, do you get all red
Bro,
and puffy?
I'm fucked most of the day.
Sneezing and
Yeah.
dripping.
But by the end of almost every little Stickers episode, like my eyes are like pouring tears. Just because like back here, I let him back
I
here.
just
He's
thought
very
you had
good. He
stigmata.
likes to lay in the window. But I'm allergic to cats, but I just love them, and my family was insistent upon having them.
Man, that's some real G status dad right there, dude.
That's retard status because I live a life of pain.
Do you take an allergy pill because of it?
No, I don't.
It might be helpful.
I know. I just
Yeah.
don't like
It helps me
taking
with
stuff.
dogs, but cats are just
Yeah.
resistance
Yeah.
is futile for cats
Same,
and
dude.
me.
Yeah. If
You're a cat guy too?
Yeah, it fucks me up. Like an hour in a room will
You same.
ruin my week.
I was at my sister's the other day, and we were there for a couple hours, but then she's conscious of it. She had all the furniture covered in like sheets and stuff, and then one sneeze, she looked at me. She's like, "No, that's not already." And I was like, "There could have just been a regular sneeze,
Dude.
But I made it out alive. One sneeze,
Yeah?
3 hours at least." And you know
That's-
what they
that's
had? It was
impressive.
my mom's birthday on Sunday, and on the menu, barbecue.
Oh,
And I wasn't even tired of it.
I don't doubt it, man.
I was fucking ready for some ribs. Oh, Jeff, by the way, the rib recommendation.
Oh my god!
I'm not sure we would have gotten it if you didn't show us that picture of the beef rib at Terry Black's. But I made Mike pull the receipt later on that night because I knew it was $35 a pound, and I was like, "There's no way that thing was 1 pound.
It's got to be at least
2.
3 pounds. You probably
I think
$100.
I think it was 75. So not just under 2 pounds, but
It
we
wasn't
got a
nearly as
nice
big as yours.
Yeah, we got a nice spread, and we could not
Jake.
finish that fucking beef rib, man. That's my number one. The sausage was very good. Brisket I could live without. But the sausage and the beef rib at Terry Black's, if you're ever in Austin, I recommend both of them. You're going to need a team for that rib, though.
Yeah.
Did you guys attempt Franklin?
Nah, I rode by one day, and the line wasn't around the block. It was maybe 1:30, 1:50. We were about to record an episode. And I would say it was under a 20-minute wait, maybe. It was to the sidewalk, but not going down the street yet. But we didn't make it. They were pretty pissed that I
We gotta go
mentioned
back.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go back.
Yeah.
I had Cooper's, which was incredible. Really good barbecue.
Yeah,
I didn't have them.
it's
it good?
downtown, I believe,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And one of the things I liked is they had a help yourself fixins bar,
Whoa.
and they had all pickles. They had hot peppers. There was pickled onions, hot sauces.
Is that where you get your sauces from, or are there sauces on the table there, too?
You get your sauce from there. I don't know that there was anything on the table.
That's a nice added touch.
It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little fixins bar.
I love fixins bars, man.
Yeah, same.
As a little fat boy who loved going to Roy Rogers, loaded me up with pickles.
Roy Rogers, and do you remember the fucking Wendy's salad bar?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
great.
I obviously
Yeah.
wasn't eating many salads, but my dad was always just I love the garlic bread. So if he would get the salad bar and
Yeah.
and even if he didn't get the salad bar, he was just go grab a fucking piece of garlic bread, dude. See if they do anything. They never did shit, dude. All they did was shut that thing down.
Jake, before we go, buddy, what do you want to promote?
Oh man, just come see us in the Bay Area when we're there in October. Again, the 22nd, we're going to be at the Punchline in San Francisco.
The infamous, the amazing
Yeah.
Punchline San Francisco.
Legendary club that
Exactly.
fought to stay open after the pandemic. Chappelle himself went down to the City Hall and gave a speech,
No shit.
making it a historical landmark,
Amazing.
which is I think what saved it.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Yeah,
And
if
then
you're in California, come see us there. It's going to be such a fucking fun night. I can't
Yeah.
wait for that.
would love to pack out that room, and then the Punchline in San Francisco is just as great. So get everyone. fucking-
Sacramento, he meant.
Or yes, Sacramento, yes, and just come hang out with us then too, man.
Mm-hmm. And Philadelphia will be at Helium Comedy Club Halloween night, baby. All Hallows Eve. We're going to be in costume, maybe.
I will be.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I might be
100%.
too. We're going to have some of our funny friends from Philadelphia there with us. It's going to be a fucking fun night.
Maybe I'll bring my father to scratch his balls in the front row.
That would be really nice.
I know. I would like for
Yeah.
him to see that.
When's the last time your dad saw you do stand up?
I don't even know if he has, man.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, he was a part of one show indirectly. Do you remember Captain Jenks?
No.
Prank call guy was on Stern.
No,
I was hosting a show for Captain Jenks in media, and it was at the Media Townhouse, and it was to me, it was the height of Stern, which was early 2000s. I'm
Nice.
sure he was much better in the 90s, but to me, it was at my peak Stern fanhood.
Yeah.
Captain Jenks was the headliner, and the place was packed, and I was hosting, and he's like, "Does anybody have a cell phone I could use to call a loved one to start this bit?" Nobody was offering their phone, so I was like, "Oh, I have a phone. I'll give it to you." So he's like, "Who can I call?" I was like, "Call my dad." And he calls my dad, and you hear my dad say, "This is everybody in the room can hear this." Captain Jenks was like, "Yeah, I found this cell phone. Who does it belong to?" And my dad's like, "It's my son's number." He's like, "Yeah, I'll give it to you if you can meet me and give me $500 or some insane number." He's like, "What do you say?" And my dad's like, "Nah, he's not worth it." And he hung up. And I was next to the stage, "Oh man, this is so cool, Captain Jenks." It's like, "Oh man."
Did your heart break a little bit with that?
Oh my god!
It's not like it was your life. It's a fucking
No, but
$50
His
cell
dad doesn't know
phone.
that.
But at the same time, this was early 2000s, it's like every dollar fucking mattered. And it's like if somebody called you with like your kid's phone, you would be like, just give me the fucking, tell me where to meet you. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for $500.
I know, but just meet the fucking guy. Take it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat his ass for him. I mean, Dad, come on, please. Beat this guy's ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about, man.
If your dad ever saw you do stand-up.
Oh, yeah. No, but he was indirectly a part of the show. My mother has.
My mother has
no.
as well. That's going to be the last time.
My dad did come once. He came to a show that I opened for Bob Levy, and he did not seem like he had a great time.
Was it a good show in your mind?
Yeah, it's like I did great, and it's very strange. I have a strange family, man.
I don't even say anything too off. Well, there's nothing in my. There's very little in my act that I would want my family to see me do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think you're probably.
I know. Yeah. Not the end of the world, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you to everybody that's bought my book, Delco Dirtball. Please continue to buy it. If you haven't bought it, if you want another copy, print copy, ebook copy, audiobook copy, I promise you it will be the funniest book that you read all year. It means a lot to me for those of you that have already bought it. And if you want to buy it, fuck it, I will help you move. I don't extend that information, that invitation very often, Jake.
Yeah.
Although it is the second time tonight I've offered to help people move.
Yeah, you're just trying to lift boxes in front of people.
Yeah, I'm feeling strong. Yeah, I started going back to jiu-jitsu. I'm feeling strong.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll help you move. Buy a copy of my book. Let me know when you need help moving.
And if you already bought
And I'm
one,
there.
buy one as a gift for somebody. Holidays are coming up.
Very
You know
sweet.
somebody that likes to read funny fucking books.
Yeah.
Buy it for a friend.
And if you already bought a book and you're moving, just buy another one.
Mike will move it for you.
Yeah, I'll send it to your new address. Not a problem, man. Yeah, buy my last book too, On Perks, man. People continue to buy that. It really means a lot to me that people support me, so thank you for doing that. And now we're selling these wonderful shirts,
Yes.
I mean, God, look at
They're
this.
on
man. Look at
Mike's
these bad
website.
boys. Look at the back of this.
By the time this episode comes out public, the pre-sale might be done. So
Yeah.
God bless you. Let the Lord stress you.
Wow. Look at that.
What
Look at
a
that
what
right
a
there.
very funny, silly shirt to wear. It's my new favorite shirt.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear it all the fucking time.
Keep honking. I'm listening to Little Stinkers, and they're on, what is it?
They're only 35 minutes
minute.
into the kumquat hour.
Yeah, they're 35 minutes into the
It doesn't
kumquat
make
hour.
sense to anybody that will ever see you wear this shirt, and I think that's just hilarious.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
We did not wear it our last night in Austin. We wore these shirts all throughout the fucking week prior to that. But the last night in Austin, we got honked at as these two were exiting the car. And my God, what poetic justice it would have been for both of you to have this shirt on
Yeah.
at that time. So if you're a guy that's used to getting honked at in the street because you're causing cars problems, this is the perfect shirt for you.
Yeah.
Go to onperks.com, get this shirt. Limited time only. And
This is it. This
yeah,
second day
limited
around.
run,
We're doing
man.
a
Yeah.
1 week pre-sale, and then we're going to print a big batch of them, and then on to the next one.
Sayonara.
We'll come up with another, hopefully as funny shirt idea after that. But that's going to be hard. We started off hot
I know, baby.
on the merch.
Yeah.
God bless y'all so fucking much. I love you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for fun. Thank you to Wet and Juicy Jeff, as always.
Yeah,
Wet and Juicy Jeff, tell them about your golf channel.
Yeah, it's at Delco Golfs on YouTube and Instagram. I just posted up. We were just recording over the weekend, so we got some fresh stuff recorded and ready to go. And that's at Delco Golfs with an S.
And also, check out our travel videos on YouTube. If you're a listener, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We just put out our culmination of travel videos from last year. They're all public now. They were on Patreon for the first 6 months, I guess, that we put them out. They're some of the most well-produced, funny. I have watched them. I don't watch anything that I've ever done, and I've watched these videos 10 times each. There's about an hour of fucking travel vids, 3 different ones. Also a funny gambling video we did.
Yeah.
And if you haven't listened to us on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, we just did an episode with Matt McCusker while we were in Austin. Very funny episode. Please check that out as well.
All right, y'all. All right, we'll see you guys next weekend, and thank you for joining us.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
you guys. Thanks.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
sneakers.